start off with this first category. Who was the most consistent fantasy performer week in and week out during the course of the season?
Guys, this one's pretty easy, and this is not the last time you are going to hear this name for the next couple minutes that we're talking. It's David Johnson. Every single week, this guy did something, and that's what matters most in fantasy leagues. You want that high ceiling, but you want consistency week in and week out, and that's what David Johnson gave you. He was a top 10 PPR scoring running back in 14 of his 15 games to date this season. The one time he wasn't, he was still running back 19. It wasn't like he gave you a total dud. And he was the #1 running back 6 times. So, I mean, you were never getting a bad score out of David Johnson. He was always setting a foundation for you. And it's likely that a David Johnson owner certainly made the playoffs, maybe made his championship, definitely was in his fantasy matchup every single week, all because of what David Johnson was able to do. This is a runaway, easily the most consistent player that we had at any position this season.
Also likely that Johnson was a top pick, if not the top pick in most drafts. You have to be lucky to be able to have that draft spot and get a guy